What is the maximum number of IP address that can be assigned to hosts on a local subnet that uses the 255.255.255.224 subnet mask? So the answer is 30. Because kay sa ato ang kanang magic wand is 32 and 8. So 32 is minusan nato na siya og 2. So the answer is 30. You need to subnet a network that has 5 subnets, each with at least 16 hosts. Which classful subnet mask would you use? So the answer is from class C, which is the 255.255.255.224. Kay mo may pinakaduol sa 224 ang 255, so class C. Number 3. You have a network that needs 29 subnets while maximizing the number of host addresses available on each subnet. How many bits must you borrow from the host field to provide a correct subnet mask? So, the answer is 5. What would be the valid network address of this host if an Ethernet port in a router had an IP address of 172.16.112.125? So, the answer is the network is 172.16.112.0. So, number 5. What is the valid usable host for 192.168.192.1029? So, the answer is 6 because 8 minus 2, that is 6. So, what is the network address of 172.16.38.0 over 21? So, the answer is the network is 172.16.32.0 from the class B. So, number 7. The network address of 173.16.0.0 over 19 provides how many subnets and hosts? So, atong gipangita is the subnets and the hosts. So, the answer is 8 subnets and 8,190 hosts each. Because sa atong magic wand, so 8 and 8,192. So 8 is the subnets and 1,990 is the host, which is the 8,192 minus 2. So 8,190 is the host. So number 8. Valid broadcast address for 194.160.10.24 over 29. So, the answer is 194.160.10.20.31. That is the broadcast address. So, number 9. To determine the network class, you need to test. So, the answer is the first octet. First octet decimal range. Number 10. What is the network address of 191.10.10.10? So, the answer is 191.10.0.0. Number 11. You have a network with a subnet of 172.16.16.0 over 22. So, what is the valid host address? So, ato na sa pangitaan is the valid host address. So, the answer is 172.16.17.1, 255, which is the class B, 255.255.255.252, or 172.16.18.255, 255.255.252.0. Number 12. If a host on a network has the address 172.16.45.14 over 30, what is the subnetwork this host belongs to. So, from the network, the answer is 172.16.45.12. 13. What is the subnetwork address for a host with the IP address 200.10.5.68/28? So the network address is 200.10.5.64. That is the answer. So number 14. Number of hosts needed is equal to 126. Number of needed usable hosts is 131,070. And the network address is 118.0.0.0. So it belongs to class A, which is the number of hosts from the first octet is 126. The first octet is 0 to 127, and then the number needed usable host is 131070. So it belongs to class A. Number 15. Number of hosts needed is equals to 126. Number of needed usable host is 131070. And the network address is 118.0.0.0. So the answer is 7 bits borrowed. 16. Number of needed subnets is equals to 126. Number of needed usable hosts is equals to 131070. And the network address is 118.0.0.0. So the valid network address is 118.2.0.0, and then from the class A, which is 255.254.0.0. 17. Number of needed subnets is equals to 2000. Number of needed usable hosts is equals to 15, and the network address is 178.100.0.0. So the total number of host addresses is 32. And 18. Number of needed subnets is equal to 2000, and the number of needed usable hosts is equal to 15, and the network address is equal to 178.100.0.0. So the answer is 11 bits borrowed from the class B. 19. Number of needed subnets equals 2000. Number of needed usable hosts is 15. The network address is 178.100.0.0. So the answer is from the class B, which is the NSM, the 255.255.255.224. Last number. Number of needed subnets is equals to 2000. The number of needed usable hosts is equals to 15. The network address is equals to 178.100.0.0. So the network address, the valid network address is 178.100.64.0 from the third valid network address.